Today, I've got an epic business for sale in the health and household slash massage tools niche. This interview is to give buyers a better decision about both the seller and their business. The monthly revenue for this business is $20,833 over the past 24 months. Monthly expenses is $10,800. Monthly net profit is $9,000 per month. Included in the sale is his Shopify store and his Amazon listings related to the brand and a trademark.
Doing well. Thanks for having me on the interview here.
Yeah, great to have you on. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'll just give you like a quick biography of myself. So I grew up in South Texas, Laredo, Texas, and then after I graduated, I went to BYU, Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah. Graduated in exercise science, and then I didn't know what I was going to do with that, so then decided to be a chiropractor. So I went to chiropractic school for a few years and um, got married, had some kids. Now I'm here in Utah with in Utah because my in-laws all live here. But it was in chiropractic school that I discovered the products that I that I sell now. So I can jump into that if that's.
No, it's very cool. So you started this business like right after graduating. You didn't want to go into the typical path, huh?
Yeah, well, like, no, I mean, I was in school. I was in chiropractic school, but I had two kids, and I didn't like school. I hated school, and I was feeling the pressure of making money. So I was always like trying to invent stuff, and I had like a few products I tried to launch before this one, and they all kind of failed. Well, one of them was like a barefoot running sandal
Hmm.
that I sold for like a year before. I made a little bit of money off of it, and then with that money, I launched
Th-
Myofascial Releaser.
So are these products, are they drop shipped or stocked? The ones that,
I, I stock them, yeah.
very cool. And then,
Import them from China, and then I just have them in my garage. Well, they were in my basement. Now that we just bought this house, they're in a garage. But
very cool. And what's the reason for you selling this business?
so the reason I'm selling it is because I'm interested. I'm really interested in some other products, and I want to just be able to dedicate more time and money to it. I feel a little bit distracted. It's not that I don't.
I think all
Uh,
entrepreneurs are distracted.
yeah, but I like I've had this one. Well, I've had a few products that have been like nagging me for long enough that I kind of want to just narrow in and focus on it, and I need some money for it. So I'm willing to kind of part ways. But I don't know. To be honest, I'm not even like one day I'll want to sell it, and one day I won't even want to sell it. I'm not even
No,
100% sure because I still see a lot of the. I still get excited. Like I still go to bed and think, man, am I going to sell this? What am I going to do if I don't sell it? Well, then I start thinking of all these like marketing ideas, and I start getting excited. I'm like, screw it, I'm not going to sell. I'm going to like take this to the next level myself.
yeah.
But if I can get the right price, then I'd be willing to do it. But that's why I'm selling it. If that makes sense.
When you first started the business, what was the trajectory like in the first few weeks and months into it?
No, the first few weeks and month were just kind of slow. So I'll just tell you like real quick how I started the business. So in chiropractic school, in grad school, they teach a technique called IASTM, instrument assisted soft tissue mobilization. It's like a established legitimate technique taught in physical therapy schools, um, athletic training programs, chiropractic. But the tools that they were using were like from this one company called Graston Technique, and I'm not supposed to say that I'm um, like a knockoff of them. It's supposed to be different, but it
Hmm.
all kind of branched from the Graston Technique is like they had like a set of like five tools, and they were selling for like $3,000, and they've lowered the price since then because there's been competition coming into the market. But I saw these tools and I was like, dude, I can make something way better and way cheaper. And so I started just drawing stuff out like back in it was like 2010 or 11, and I came up with a tool that incorporated like multiple of the competitors' tools into one, so it was more versatile, and it was a lot more affordable. And I just sold it to like my classmates and stuff, and I just had like my first website was just like a Blogspot, um, just like a free Blogspot, and I just put like a PayPal button on it, and just like drove traffic to it through like just like my Facebook page and stuff. It was called something else before. It was called Ellipse Tools, but anyway, so the trajectory wasn't like it wasn't huge. It was just like a slow. I had like a few sales, like one sale a week, for a few weeks, and then it was like two sales and three sales, and I was like, I just remember thinking, man, it'd be nice if I could just do like one sale a day. I'd be set. Now we're doing like five a day or something like that.
I know like I feel like never there is no number that's like large enough, and because once you hit those milestones, you just keep wanting more. And I can tell there's a ton of opportunity in this because it seems like you didn't market it to larger audiences. It's been very targeted with your classmates and
Yeah, and just like to the clinical world.
yeah,
But one of the things that I think we'll probably get into later, but I'll just mention it now, is that like this technique is going to leak into the patients or the athletes of those doctors, which is like orders of magnitude bigger. Like the market size is like orders of magnitude bigger, right? So there might be like I don't know, maybe like 200,000 chiropractors in the U.S., but like their patients, there's like millions of athletes that would benefit from it. And this technique is about to like leak into that market. But but there's a challenge there. Um, the big challenge right now is that if I so like my price point is about $150 per piece. If I were to lower the price so that it was like under $100, so that it was within the range that the general public can afford, it kind of lowers the perceived value of the product, so that the doctors, the guys that want like the premium products, then they don't really want it that much, right? Because it lowers the perceived value. But then if I bring in another product that has like that's like a lower has a lower price point together with like my premium higher products, then those people that would have bought the $150 product then end up buying like the $80-$90 product, and I just lose on the margin. So it's kind of
interesting.
like
Yeah,
I have to like if I'm gonna go to the masses, I have to like dive all in, and I have to be able to market to them and stuff. And I don't have like um, a list that's like big enough, and I don't want to like let go of my bread and butter clients or customers who are the doctors, the physical therapists and chiropractors and stuff like that. So
so a potential buyer could target the cheaper customers and leverage a much bigger audience while still selling the more premium product that you currently have. So it sounds like there's a lot of opportunity for a potential buyer to take this business to the next level.
yeah,
And
and especially if someone has like a list of athletes, CrossFit athletes, or like competitive athletes, one that has a list in that space would, or like influencer marketing. I haven't done any of that with the tool, and that was something that I just actually just discovered. Actually, you told me about it in your podcast, FameBit.
yep,
I discovered FameBit through you, and I was like, well, I should look into that with this product to try to like get some athletes out there to like promote my product, which I haven't even tapped into that. But,
yeah, athletes they can be kind of expensive. I actually just had one reach out. They wanted to charge 1,200 to 1,500 for two Instagram photos. I was like, no. But
I
so
don't know.
when you were building this business, what worked really well for you?
In terms of what marketing?
Growing the business, yeah, marketing.
Well, so like everything kind of just starts with like me trying to push like all the cold traffic was all Amazon and stuff, but then it seems like most of it is just word of mouth because people like the product and then they just tell their like their fellow colleagues or classmates and stuff. I think that's
Where would you
what
say the majority of your traffic comes from? Amazon or direct traffic?
right now. Um, I think it's probably like 50-50. Amazon and
Yeah,
the other 50 being just Facebook from like the Facebook page.
very cool.
Yeah, I do like when I run ads, obviously I get more traffic, but just organic traffic is just like from the Facebook page, people commenting on it, and then Amazon. I do run some ads on Amazon too, just on
Yeah.
sponsored products, and I just have like my keywords and stuff. But
So a potential buyer could probably, if they were good with AdWords and PPC, take it even further.
I haven't. I don't have any. I did some AdWords like a few years ago, but I don't do any AdWords. I don't do any email marketing. I don't do any SEO. I
Wow.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't do affiliate marketing, and I don't do influencer marketing. But if somebody knew about that stuff, I mean,
I
go
mean,
for it, man.
yeah.
Take it, especially with the margins, because the margins are, I think, are big enough if you have like a big list, you can probably just, I don't know, maybe pay it off a few months or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You have very good net profit, so uh, easily could market it through influencer or PPC or AdSense or Amazon PPC. Have you tried AMS? Amazon Marketing Services?
Isn't that
Exactly.
isn't that sponsored products? No, that's not sponsored products.
No, they actually have a secondary marketing thing. It's like those ads that appear on the right side sometimes underneath the buy
Oh,
button.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I've never tried that.
Tons of opportunities to grow the business. What would you do looking
So
back?
what would I do different? I would probably build like start. I would automate my email capture list. I don't. I still don't like. It's kind of dumb, but you just get like emails from people. Like have the little pop up thing that pops up on your website that says subscribe now and capture their emails. Probably if I had been doing that from the beginning, I'd probably have like a nice good list that I could like resell to. But uh,
There's a lot of, yeah.
so that's it.
How much work did you put in, or how much would a new buyer have to put in to keep it at the same state that it is right now?
Okay, so that's a good question. So right now, what I do is I go to my office and I print out my. I'll show you. I'll just print out my shipping labels, right? I'll take and here on my thermal printer, and I'll just take them to the garage, slap them on the flat rate envelope like this. They're just like the padded flat rate envelope. I just put the label on top, and then I just go to the post office and drop them off.
Very cool. Mm.
Uh, but I mean, that's me fulfilling it myself. Like I'll package it and everything. But if you guys have, like when I go on vacations, I'll send a box to FBA so I can have like a week off and they'll just fulfill it. But if someone has like their own fulfillment centers, then it's like zero.
True. And if the buyer used FBA the whole time, they wouldn't even need to do that step too.
Yeah, yeah.
That would eliminate a lot of the work that you currently do. How much support are you willing to offer the buyer in the event of an acquisition?
So I would probably be willing to stick around for maybe like 4 months, just answering questions. I probably I wouldn't like make videos or anything. I would just like answer
Yeah,
questions. Hey, you got like any questions about manufacturers or
awesome. Yeah.
the design of the product or um, but yeah, just like to answer questions, I could stick around for 4 to 6 months.
And would you be open to a certain earnout period, or full cash offer up front? Any preferences?
Yeah, full cash would be preferred, obviously, but
Of course,
um,
yeah.
I guess like Yeah, I would be willing to to discuss an earnout, but I've heard too many horror stories like
If it was an
about.
escrow, though, you wouldn't mind an earnout?
Oh, okay. So escrow meaning that I would like be guaranteed the money regardless of like the sales, because I've heard stories where like the buyer buys the business and then they stop marketing it so that the sales go like under the agreed amount and then they don't have to pay out the rest.
I say,
So
yeah, I guess it would all depend on based on that.
so yeah, just a little bit of or what's the word like averse to like payouts, but if it was maybe like 80-20 and it's escrow, yeah, I'd be willing to talk about that.
And final words. Can you give a 30-second pitch on why someone should buy your business?
Sure. Um, so the technique that these products are used for is established in the clinical space, right? Like graduate schools, chiropractors, doctors are using it. It's already established, like it already works. It's just a matter of teaching the masses, the athletes, how to do it. And the truth is, it's not that hard to do at all. Like it's not even that hard. Some people might have doctors will say, well, you can't tell the patient how to do it because they might get hurt. But the truth is that the athlete, it's a lot safer for the person to do it on themselves because like if you're so this is like an example of like one of the tools, right? And so you kind of like use it to loosen up the fascia in your under your skin, right? If you're working on yourself and you hit a nerve, you'll feel pain and you'll stop. Like you'll know when to stop. But if a doctor is working on you, they don't know when they've gone over like a sensitive area, and they could just keep working and cause damage. And in a doctor's setting, like patients will, um, like they won't want to say anything if it hurts. Like they'll just kind of like go through the pain, and the doctor won't know if they're causing damage and stuff. But if someone's working on themselves, if it hurts, like they'll stop. So it's actually a lot safer for people to do it on themselves. And with the book, I have a book around here. Um, like all of the anatomy. I'm the only guy that sells these tools that has like an anatomy guide that says like what body parts not to use it on, what body parts to use it on. So there's really no brainer. The product is easy to store, easy to ship, easy to make, has a super long shelf life, and the profits are high. It's about 40%. They're patented, so even if someone tried to copy you, we got the patents. We have good reviews, over 200 5-star reviews on Amazon, and
Awesome.
over 22,000 followers on Facebook. And it's just that I've had a sloppy history in marketing. I just haven't been like real good about it, and so if someone's got a good list and good marketing skills, I think that they can take it to the next level. And
Yeah.
so,
That was a great 30-second pitch. So just to recap, monthly revenue is $20,833 average over the past 24 months. Monthly expenses is $10,800, and monthly net profit is $9,000 per month. Thanks for coming on, Brant.
okay.
It's great to have you on. Dave Aladdin, Brant.